Welcome to Chadderton Together News. In this episode, we're covering the start of an incredible restoration journey of the historic Foxdenton Hall. The trustees of Chadderton Together are pleased to announce that the Stage 1 application for the first phase of funding to begin the process of renovating Foxdenton Hall has been approved by Heritage Lottery. A grant of £228,000 has been awarded, which has been matched by a contribution of £119,000 by Oldham Council. A project board has been established with Chadderton Together and officers from Oldham Council to oversee the development phase, which is expected to be completed by September 2026.
Good afternoon. Kath and I are very well pleased to be able to join you today at the start of a new chapter in the story of Foxdenton Hall, which is behind you. The hall is more than just a building. It is a symbol of our heritage, of civic pride, and it stands at the heart of our community. I'm from Chadderton. I live in Chadderton. I wasn't born in Chadderton, but I've been here 52 years, so it is my home now. And I'm very proud of this building, and I'll be even more proud when we can put it back into full use. I stand here with great pride today to celebrate the beginning of an exciting new chapter for the much beloved Foxdenton Hall. The historic building means a lot to local people, and thanks to the National Lottery Heritage Fund, Chadderton Together and Oldham Council, its future is now brighter than it has been for many years. I look back at what has been achieved so far, of which Lydia's tea room, as we stand here, is a shining example of what is possible when the community work together with the council and with other partners. I can truly say that without the efforts of a fantastic group of volunteers, we wouldn't be here where we are today. It is thanks to their efforts that the Heritage Fund has placed its trust in this partnership, and for what I want to offer, and for that I want to offer a huge congratulations to everyone involved in the project. So we could we please take a moment to recognise and celebrate the remarkable role that volunteers have played in making today possible. I am also especially proud to say that the restoration of Foxdenton Hall is one of my chosen charities for my year as Mayor. Supporting this project is a personal priority for me, and I am committed to helping ensure that it succeeds. I look forward to seeing the hall restored and full of life again, serving the local community for generations to come. And I am sure you all support that. And I thank you all for coming along today. I wouldn't say it was a beautiful day, but at least it's not raining and it's not too cold. So thank you very much, and I'll hand over to Councillor Elaine Taylor. Thank you.
It is a real pleasure to be here today amongst friends. I think I know most people here, and it's lovely to see you all. And obviously to have so many of the local community alongside our partners Chadderton Together to celebrate what is this beautiful building, Foxdenton Hall. And if we think it looks beautiful now, imagine how amazing it's going to look when we've actually invested in it. So the important development grant of £228,000 from the National Lottery Heritage Fund will allow us to move forward with the first phase of restoring this much loved Grade 2 listed building in Foxdenton Park. And with this grant, we now have a chance to preserve the building and to bring it back into the community use. The initial support from the Heritage Fund will allow the project to progress with its plans before detailed proposals are then considered for a full delivery grant award totalling £2.27 million as part of the £3.5 million project. This is a true partnership project with Chadderton Together and Oldham Council, and we're proud to be working hand in hand with such a wonderful voluntary organisation to bring this much loved building back into community use. And when complete, Foxdenton Hall will not just be restored, it will be reimagined. A vibrant community hub, a local heritage attraction, a space for schools and learning, and a supportive base for small enterprises. The vision goes beyond restoring bricks and mortar. It's about using it as a base to promote social inclusion and bringing people together from across different communities and different parts of Chadderton. Partnerships like this show the power of the voluntary sector and how by working together we can tackle inequality, reduce tensions, create opportunities and celebrate pride in Oldham. I do want to actually make mention of the leader, Councillor Arusha, who should have been here today, and I know she went out on the literature, and I'm sorry that you've got me in place of her, because I know Aruj is so massively passionate about this project, but unfortunately she couldn't be here today. But I don't think she would forgive me if I didn't end on a few thank yous. So obviously, first and foremost, I want to thank Chadderton Together for all of your hard work in pulling the bid together, and for all of the wonderful volunteers, and I think I know most of you, for getting us to this stage, because it is a remarkable achievement. And for those that don't know, this has been going on for many years to get us here now. But in particular, I want to give a shout out to my ex-ward colleague, Councillor Colin McLaren, who I know won't like me doing this, but we all know you, Colin. We know you like a dog with a bone. And when it comes to it, you're unrelenting and you're unwilling to let this slip off any of our agendas. So thank you for being that person and for making sure that we have got where we've got. So for those of you that don't know, the building has been vacant for, I believe it's 14 years now. So together we are going to do it up and we're going to give it back to the people. So thank you all for your involvement. Thank you for sticking with this through thick and thin. And let's move forward with passion. Thank you.
It's taken a long time to reach the stage. It's taken 9 years actually to reach what I call the end of the beginning, but we're very pleased to confirm that we have been given a grant by Heritage Lottery of 228,000, which has been matched by Oldham Council with 119,000 to enable us to meet the requirements of the development phase of the project, which is basically essentially producing a set of architectural engineering drawings together with planning permission that will illustrate how the hall might be renovated, how it might be developed over the next 3 years to help to, if you like, meet the needs of the wider community as a community hub in all its forms when it eventually reopens, all being well, in summer 2028 or as soon as possible thereafter.
Chadderton Together will need to raise additional funds through the grant system in order to develop this wider aspect of the programme. This could mean the enhancement of various facilities within the park, such as more challenging play facilities, additional seating and quiet areas for reflection. To find out what you would like to see introduced, Chadderton Together will be arranging further consultations with residents to consider ideas and suggestions. Questionnaires are available in Lydia's tea room.
So we are looking to develop a range of activities, services, events and so forth that people are interested in, would like to see, and we have already held one workshop to sort of canvass our own volunteers and one or two representatives of other organisations as to what sort of things they might like to see in the hall, but equally important to discuss how those activities might be funded, how we might raise the revenue to continue to meet the cost of maintaining the hall once it's open to the public, etc. So that is an important issue in terms of showing that we are capable of sustaining the project and not simply investing a capital sum in a building which then, you know, hasn't got the capacity to succeed. So there's a lot of work still required. So we are, as I say, at the end of the beginning, and obviously we need to move forward now, and the next 3 years will be busy as we look to develop the architectural engineering drawings, etc., and then move to the renovation phase, delivery phase as they call it, when we submit the Stage 2 application next summer.
The creation of Lydia's Tea Room was an earlier test from the Heritage Lottery to Chadderton Together before we gained the funding for Foxdenton Hall. Our supervisors and volunteers ensure that Lydia's Tea Room is able to offer a reliable and much-loved service for the community. It is a non-profit making venture which helps to raise funds to help meet the cost of the restoration of the hall. Our volunteers offer unstinting support. Without their invaluable contribution, it would not be possible to take the project forward. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget you can follow us on most social media platforms. Just search Chadderton Together.